Hello and welcome to my 40 for 40 video number 2. Now I've already shared my trip to the Ned with you, which was number 1, and on this particular video I am going to share 2 things with you. I had hoped that it would be 3, but sadly not. So very recently, as you will probably know, I have visited Vegas. We got back yesterday. It was the trip of a lifetime. Absolutely loved it. Had such a fantastic time. It wasn't the first time I went to Vegas though. I will pop some links up here. I did have a little adventure to Vegas a couple of years ago, which was very creative and lots of crafty things happened. This time, however, it was just all about good food and shopping. Now I say I'd hoped to have 3 things. One of the things on my 40 for 40 list is to go in a helicopter, and we had thought that while we were there we would take a trip and we would do the Grand Canyon. However, at $450 a pop to go and see the Grand Canyon, as much as we wanted to, we decided we weren't going to blow a big proportion of our holiday budget on a 3-hour trip. So it was planned, we decided against it. However, 2 other things I have managed to tick off my list. One of them was to fly business class. Now we flew business class both ways. We're super fortunate in that Mr. Mac does fly an awful lot for business. So he is a British Airways Gold Executive Club member, which means regardless of whatever level we fly, whether it's economy or business, we can always use the British Airways first class lounges, which was really lovely. We actually decided this time though to use the Cathay Pacific lounge at Heathrow Airport. The reason being is we were flying from Terminal 3. Now in Terminal 5 there is a big ginormous first class lounge that British Airways own, and it is lovely. We've been in there before, but in Terminal 3 they just have a small first class lounge and the reviews aren't actually that great. However, because British Airways is a One World partner with many other airlines such as Qantas and Cathay Pacific and American Airlines, as a Gold member you can use any of those lounges. And we'd heard that the reviews on the Cathay Pacific lounge were really nice, and indeed they are. Now it's a very small lounge, but it has a really lovely little restaurant which we went into that you can have a table service meal in. We had their breakfast, which was basically little dumplings and noodle soup, which was absolutely delicious, and I had a glass of champagne or 2 or 3. We also helped ourselves to some really lovely nibbly bits. So there's all sorts of hummus and nuts and biscuits and cakes, tea, coffee, salads, desserts, basically anything that you want. Now I didn't film in the lounge because obviously most people are traveling, they're traveling on business, they're resting, they're trying to chill out and they don't need a camera in their face. I did however take a picture, I'll pop it up here. This was me and Mr. Mac catching up on a last minute bit of work before we hit our holiday proper. Likewise, I haven't taken that much footage on the plane itself. Again, people are resting, they're wanting to sleep and get comfortable, they don't need a camera in their face. I have flown business class before, long haul with British Airways, so it wasn't my first trip, but it is so nice to be able to basically lay down and go to sleep. I think that's the worst thing about flying, is not having any leg room and not being able to stretch out and truly rest. But when you can lay down on a flat bed, albeit a very skinny slim bed, but when you can lay down on a bed and go to sleep, especially on a long haul flight, you wake up just feeling so much more refreshed. And I can honestly say I haven't suffered yet with any jet lag. I'll put a little bit of footage in here that I did get.
I'm going to have to bloody close them all if I want to get any kind of sleep.
That's why you need to be on the inside of the plane.
Why? So you can do...
You just go... got to Vegas about 6 o'clock in the evening. We went to our hotel. We were staying at the Bellagio, which was lovely. Checked in, got our room, made ourselves comfortable, chucked on some clothes, and then we went out for dinner. Nothing luxurious. We headed straight to In-N-Out Burger, which is our favourite burger joint and fast food joint in Vegas. They're only in the Nevada area and also Arizona. It's quite interesting actually. The only reason they're only in a specific area is because all of their produce is fresh. They will not freeze any of their burgers or their chips or anything else. So it all has to come from a fairly restricted area so that it can be cooked fresh every single day. If you like Five Guys, it's quite similar to Five Guys, really, really delicious. So if you're in Nevada or the Arizona area and you want to get yourself a good burger, In-N-Out Burger. So we went to bed, I think fairly average time, about 10, 11 o'clock. Woke up typically at 4 o'clock in the morning, as you do. You've been traveling. Had breakfast in our room, and then Mr. Mac took me out for my big birthday treat. Now, one of the things on my 40 for 40 list was to own a pair of Louboutins, and I am now the proud owner of a pair of red bottomed shoes. It was lovely. We went to the shop, I tried them on, I had a good stroke of the shoes. I think Mr. Mac got a little bit of footage on his camera. If he did, I'll put it in here. And then I made the decision as to what heel height I wanted and what style I wanted. And then I'm pretty glad Mr. Mac was sitting down when he handed over his card. Anyway, unfortunately, the shop didn't actually have my size and style that I wanted in the shop that particular time. So I couldn't walk out with my shoes, which was a little bit disappointing. However, they did have them at one of their other branches. And then literally within 2 or 3 hours, they'd couriered over the shoes from their other branch and delivered them to the hotel, which was really lovely. So they came beautifully wrapped. I'll put some footage in here. The box had all been tied up beautifully. And when I opened it inside, there was a handwritten card from the lovely Veronica who served me. And also she'd included some little rubber, they're not heel grips, they're like ball of the toe insoles, so that your feet don't burn up too much when you wear them, which was incredibly thoughtful of her. They got their first outing that very night. We went out for drinks at a lovely cocktail bar and then went on to a club. I have a brand new Facebook profile picture, which you may have seen. I will put it up here. It's incredibly glamorous, but one Mr. Mac took of me, and as you can see, my shoes took pride of place, and I haven't worn them since. I literally wore them inside the hotel, into a cab, out of the cab, into the club, and so I've been on carpet all the time. So they've got a tiny little bit of scuffing on the bottom, but not a lot, nothing that's going to matter. A bit of a baby wipe will take that off, and it's mainly dust, and I'm going to buy some sole protectors to keep them lovely and fresh. Although I have learned there is a cobbler's in East London who specialises in Louboutin shoes. In fact, it's recommended on the English Louboutin website, and they can repaint and fix your soles for just £40, and they can bring them back to new. So that sounds like a lot of money, but comparatively to the cost of the shoes, and I'm not going to tell you how much they were, do your own research, I think £40 is a very good price to pay. So yes, a massive, massive, massive treat. I am an incredibly lucky girl. I will cherish them. They are beautiful. And yes, they are a little pinchy and a little uncomfortable, but that's the joys of Louboutins. I was very proud to say I managed to wear them for 7 hours straight, and I had 2 blisters on the side of my feet by the end of that 7 hours, but those blisters have now gone, and next time they should be a little bit less. It's going to be a case of wearing them with socks on and doing the housework, I think, to stretch them. But they are a classic, beautiful shoe, and I am incredibly happy to own my very own pair now that I am 40. So I have lots more exciting things. As you know, my 40 for 40 list has 40 things that I'm going to do on my 40th year. If you haven't already seen the video of me telling you all that they are, I shall link it up here. Go check it out, and I will be with you soon, I am sure, for another 40 for 40 video. Thank you for watching. Do remember to give this video a big thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I put content up 3 times a week. Most of it is crafty, sometimes it's just general lifestyle stuff, just like this. So there is something for everybody. I will see you all again soon. Thank you very much for watching.